think it was a search for a social license. It was a social license.
What do you mean by social license? Can you explain that to us?
A social license is when you get the leaders on board. The Indigenous leaders, the elected leaders from the towns, and the messages communicated that, oh, my people are for this because I'm the elected rep and I'm for it. I signed off on the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, and this was signed before people even knew. And I'd like to add that the last municipal elections in Newfoundland, if I am correct, were before this mega project was announced. And I don't think any of these town councils had a mandate to speak on this particular issue, because it's such a huge issue. This should have been brought to the general public, whether through a referendum. That's what I would have done, a referendum. Like, polling is good. People here went door to door. People of mainland specifically, I believe it was 98% of the population signed the petition. No, we don't want it.
Yeah.
Throughout COVID, it was something like 99%, 98% range. Cape St. George was up in the 84, 86% range. Port West, I believe, was in the 54 to 56% range. Piccadilly was very high. The people who were polled, 84% of the population of the Port Peninsula signed a petition saying that they did not want this project here.
But yet, we have John Risley, who continues to claim that he has community support.
Yes, and his claim is based on the support he's getting from Indigenous leaders and elected town officials. And when I talk about a mandate, you know, if something major is going to happen in Canada, we decide to, I don't know, something major happens. Like, this is a bit far-fetched here now, but let me go where I'm going. Governments call elections when there are major policy changes made, and they'll seek a mandate with their platform. So that's done regularly on a provincial level. You know, I want a stronger mandate, or I want the people to support me based on this. I don't think municipal leaders should be saying that they have the community support. If you claim that you have that support, call a by-election. They do not have the mandate on a project of this size that is going to affect so many people. Yes, you are elected. You were elected pre-World Energy GH2.
There seems to be a trend here where the people are being ignored. So not just by the Liberal government, but even by their own, mayors and people here, within the communities that are making decisions without speaking to the people. So what happened for these leaders, as well as our Liberal government, to think that they have the authority to start making decisions without speaking properly to the people? What happened here?
This was my issue basically from day one, when I became educated on the size of these turbines and where they'd be located and the Crown lands. And that's what concerned me the most, is the lack of transparency. Do I have an answer? I do have an answer. And my answer is they just want to push forward their own agenda.